go to layouts, there's always some interesting things that people may or may not have seen before. You said that for your uncoupling, you build your own electromagnets under the layout that are activated, I guess, by the little press buttons that you have on your panels. Maybe you could explain for us what you've done in terms of making these.
I tried some of the commercial uncouplers and found them. Sometimes they work, sometimes they didn't. They get hot. I work in a facility where I can make these.
Yeah.
So what it's made of is a plastic bobbin. There is 1,000 turns of wire on here. I've machined the internal core piece, and the plates go onto that core, and then creating the magnetism.
Right.
I tried different voltages. I found in the end 24 volts AC converted into DC with a rectifier worked best, because sometimes I made it in experimenting. I sucked the rail car right down the track. It was too strong. Pulled the coupler right across. So I wanted to get to the point where if you when you spot a train, the couplers will actually pull apart too far, and it won't couple properly for spotting.
Right.
So to get that proper voltage and the proper action, it was a bit of experimentation, but I think I got it fairly well. And we can have a little demonstration of how they work on the layout a little later.
Okay, well, let's do that. So just to sort of recap what we were talking about with the magnets, what's the power behind these that you determined was just about right?
24 volts.
Okay.
AC converted into DC.
Okay, so let's have a look at the effect of that when you draw this locomotive forward and uncouple. So the pieces of wood are where the magnet's located. You stop over it, and then it comes undone. So you actually press a button when you do that, or is that an automatic thing?
The button on the panel here, yeah.
Okay, so you just touch that button, it activates the power, and the coupler comes apart.
So when you back up,
and you press the button, it keeps the coupler knuckle open.
Yeah.
And that way you can offset it.
And
move the train back.
Move the train back.
And leave it parked. That's awesome. There's a very nice effect. That works, you find that they work very well as long as the couplers are set properly. And
yeah, as long as the couplers, and the nice thing about so many turns of wire is if you leave something on, or the switch remains pressed and the power stays on them, they won't burn out.
Okay, that's really important.
They get warm, but they don't get hot.
Yeah, yeah. I guess the last thing you want to do is start a fire.
Yeah.
Very nice. Let's have a look at that again. Yeah, it's great.
And spot your train.
Yep.
Just